Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be the behind the scenes video for Dangerous Pilots. At least that's the running title right now. I may have changed it. I always change my video titles. But anyway, some of you are probably wondering how I did that scene where I'm sitting on the airplane wing and then I go flying off. Well, you're about to find out today. Now, my previous vlog, I mentioned that I'm going to start doing stuff like this. You know, just going behind the scenes stuff and just doing extra stuff that I normally wouldn't post on this channel, because I know some of you are curious. Some people ask me. So, here we go. Basically, what I'm going to do today is, as you see, I have a big green screen behind me. I'm in my extra spare room in my apartment, and I'm going to set up for the scene. So for starters, I need to clean this room because it's a mess. I even still got my Connects roller coaster that I built for the girls to play with. Anyway. Okay, so the room looks somewhat decent now. A little less clutter, a lot less clutter. So I got the camera set up on the tripod, almost set up on the tripod. See, this is actually a tripod from the 90s that my dad bought for my mom. And my mom has no interest in videography or photography or anything like that. So it kind of sat in the garage for many, many years. And my mom said, hey, you got this tripod here that you can use for your videos and stuff. And I said, oh, that's great. Where'd you get it from? Oh, your dad gave it to me. When? In the 90s. Oh, okay, I'll use it. But I don't have the actual camera attachment, so I need to find one of those. In the meantime, I'm gonna have to tie this bad boy down. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce the ghetto tripod. And it came off. Oh my God. If anybody wants to donate me a tripod head, please send money to www.briandoesnotknowhowtodofilmingwhatsoever.org. Much appreciated. One thing about these green screen things, you gotta make sure that you got the perspective just right. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to match the scene where I'm on the wing, right? So I need to imagine myself inside the cockpit filming that wing and the angle that I'm filming it at, just to make sure that it doesn't look all wacky when I put myself in the scene. Okay, that should be good. Now I'm gonna set up the rest of the stuff. Okay, so right now I got the scene pretty much matched up as close as I can. If you can imagine that table, I know it's kind of hard to see because it's all green. If you can imagine that as the perspective or the angle of the airplane wing, then that should work out just fine. But here we go with the trial and error. If I sat on a wing like this, should I sit on like this? Or like this? Like this? Can't get the hat. Okay, got some pillows down here now. It would suck if I were to do this video and break my neck and I can't fly planes anymore. That'd be a story for the grandkids, huh? So now for the main thing, and the whole reason why I bought this little guy. We gotta simulate wind. All right, I think I got myself a good one. Now to the editing room. See, this is the stuff I don't care to talk about on camera. Video editing be like, hey, yo, wake your ass up! All right, everybody, welcome to part 2 of the behind the scenes of Flying with Dangerous Pilots. I'm just gonna not waste too much time and get right into it. So right here we have a clip with me sitting on the table with the green screen on it, the green screen in the background. And I know I have some white right here, you know, it's just a green screen to not fill up the whole wall. But that's okay, because with a special tool called the rotoscoping tool, I'm able to take all that stuff out from the background, and I'm able to come up with this right here. So I selected the clip I wanted and did the editing for all this already, because this is the behind the scenes and the video is actually out already. However, I'm not going to go through the whole rotoscoping process. It's actually really long and quite boring, but I will show you the end result, which is this right here. So I'll go ahead and play that forward, and as you can see, everything's taken out of the background. And once my hat flies off, I fly off, and then I just change the position to make it seem like I'm flying off screen. Pretty much as simple as that. So if I just put myself on the clip right here, it's not going to really make much sense. Just gonna look like me floating in space, not connected to the wing. It's kind of weird, right? So what I had to do was, I'm gonna remove myself from here. What I had to do was I had to do a little motion tracking. What motion tracking is, you're basically putting a camera tracker on a specific point in your picture, and then you continuously, frame by frame, make sure that that point stays at that exact same place in the picture. I'll give an example. So I'm gonna zoom in right here a little bit. There's a screw right here. If I get rid of this, there's actually a rivet right here. I decided to use this rivet in particular because that's the one closest to where I was sitting, and I figured that would be a nice center point of the wing. As you can see, the line right here. But since there's no definitive point on the line, I just use this one right here. Frame by frame, it automatically tracks that point. Now sometimes the computer gets off and it's a little, it may jump over here or something. So sometimes frame by frame, like I would literally have to like go to the next frame and then the next frame and keep on moving it back to that spot. But it won't take too long because it's a very short clip. It's like about 3 seconds or so. So as you can see, it's all done. I'm playing it forward and my little box right there stays on that one rivet on the airplane. Now that red box is going to represent my position when I put my clip back in. So putting my clip back on still looks a little funny, right? Not connected to it, but that's okay. So what I do to fix that is I take this whip and I put it to the parent layer, and now my clip will do whatever this does. So as you can see now, I'm actually on the wing. Much better, right? So now I'm attached to the wing, right? Everything seems to be looking fine, but look at my hat. Hat looks kind of weird, flies off, disappears. So what I did was I took a fake hat that I just, I took a picture of my hat, brought it into Photoshop, and then took the background out, then I brought it into this program, After Effects. As you can see, if I were to take the blurriness off, it's just a picture of a hat. But then I put the blurriness back on, well, the motion blur I should say, and then I just fake its movement. So now we got the hat flying off. So it looks good, right? There's one little element I wanted to add. A shadow. There's no shadow on this wing, right? And we did have sun that day, and the sun was generally in this region, like further out to the right. So the shadow would have to be behind me and to the left. So what I did was I just took this exact same clip right here, the one where I'm on the wing. I made a copy of it, laid it flat, and then I made it dark. And then I just faded out that darkness just a little bit, so it's kind of like transparent. And this is the layer that I came up with. So it's the exact same one, which means it'll make the exact same movements, exact same shirt flapping in the wind, and that gives it the most realism. And then it just goes flying off. Put all the elements together, and you got yourself a clip of me flying off of a wing. And that's pretty much it. So once the clip is done, I pop it into Premiere Pro along with the rest of the skit that I edited, and my sound effects and sad music, and there you go. Got yourself a video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it made a little bit more sense of how this was done. If it didn't, that's okay. Maybe I'll get a little better at this in the future. But please hit that like button for me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh my God.